Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke Speedrun. You guys, we are almost finished with this game. I can't even believe it. This is going to be the first series that I've ever completed. Mostly because I was trying to get it out before the games actually came out, and a speedrun seemed like the quickest way possible. Turns out it was. So I'm just really excited to finally get this thing going and get the series finished so we can continue on with our other series that we kind of had forgot about. But you guys saw the running montage, so you know about the levels and everything. You saw the team update. Basically, I wanted to just be safe and make sure that we were okay in levels before we fought Juan and took him on. But turns out he's actually surprisingly one of the easiest gym leaders I've ever had to face in this whole game, and he's supposed to be the 8th gym leader and the hardest. So that was a little weird for me. But you'll see that in just a minute. I'm really excited because we're almost finished. Right now, while you guys are watching this, I am actually working on the Elite Four, and I am training my Pokemon up for the Elite Four. So that's something that I'm doing right now. So basically I'm pretty much gonna be done with the series, and you guys will see it later on, but it's just gonna be pretty amazing to finally have my first series done on the channel, and I'm just happy that you guys are gonna get to be a part of it. And we've talked so much about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I have plenty more articles to read actually, so I thought we would go through and read some more articles, even though you guys already know about the games if you played them. I believe they're out everywhere now, I think, and everybody can play them, so you guys pretty much know all about the games. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading our articles like we have been doing, and then when we get later on into the game, we'll go ahead and talk about it, because we're about to be at the Elite Four, and I don't think I'll have time to read an article in the Elite Four. That just seems ridiculous, because the videos I've decided to do are going to be kind of short. We'll do like 2 Elite Four members each episode, and then the final episode will be the champion and the last part of the game. But enough about the future right now. There's actually something that I do want to talk about though before we read the articles, so we might not get a chance to read it. We might, I don't know. I tend to go on sometimes and talk a little too much. But there is one thing that I do want to say, as we have totally defeated Juan, the easiest gym leader ever, and we've got our 8th gym badge, so that means we can head on up to Evergrande City, or Evergrande City, and that's what we'll be doing next. Since that was so easy and it only took us about 3 minutes to defeat him, I decided to go ahead and make our way towards the Victory Road area, and then we'll stop once we get to Victory Road. But anyway, there is something I do want to say. I actually want to say personally that I kind of want to give an apology to GameFreak and the Pokemon Company and stuff, because me personally, I'm one of those people that was just like a lot of other people, and I didn't think that this was actually going to happen. I didn't think Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were ever going to come out, and I was kind of giving up on Gen 3 remakes, and I was very mad about it, because I thought, you know what, Pokemon has just forgot about this great series and just scuffed it off like it was nothing. And it really makes me upset that they're doing that. But I gotta give them credit, because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are amazing. The graphics are awesome. The shots that you see in the game, the cinematic shots, they're really, really cool. I just enjoy every little bit of the game so far that I've been playing it. I'm not finished yet, but I've just been enjoying it so much. Just the little details that they put into the game, and you can tell that they actually cared about the originals, you know? Because in the games themselves, the new games, the Dex Nav shows the area, what Pokemon are in the area, but it looks like the old Gen 3 games, which is really cool and something interesting. And you still got your old music, it's just a little bit remastered to make it look a little cooler. And I love it. And I've also been looking some on their website. They give me newsletters and stuff, and the Pokemon app or whatever, the Pokemon TV app that they have, is actually showing old episodes of Hoenn from the Hoenn region. I think it was like Advanced or something, Advanced Battle. They're actually showing those on the Pokemon app too, so they're giving this series credit where I thought they would never give it credit. So I really need to apologize to them for that, because I loved Pokemon and I always have, and I'm going to continue to love whatever game that they make. But these were my favorite, and this was my favorite series, so I kind of expected that they might remake it, because they've already done, the originals. They remade them with Fire Red and Leaf Green. They remade Johto with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I kind of felt like they just skipped over this one and decided, you know what, we're not going to remake it. But they were actually waiting for the perfect opportunity, apparently. Whenever the 3DS was out and we could get them in 3D, and they would just look really cool. And everything's a-okay to me in my book. I am enjoying it. Every little bit I am enjoying, and I will probably continue to enjoy it for many years to come, because it's one of those games that has a great replay value, and it's going to be something that I'm going to want to replay over and over again. I'm already looking forward to playing Omega Ruby and doing a Wonderlock on it. I'm playing Alpha Sapphire right now, just a little playthrough on my own, on my 3DS, but I can't wait to do a Wonderlock on Omega Ruby when I get finished with Alpha Sapphire, just because it's just so interesting how the PSS system works and how you can wonder trade and you can get virtually anything, any Pokemon, and it gives you a variety of things that you can use on your team. I think it's just cool, and I'm really liking the new games, so I thought I would say that, even though it probably doesn't even matter. It matters to me, so I thought I would go ahead and get that out there. But we did arrive in Evergrande City. Here we are, and we can actually catch a Pokemon here. So the first one that we run into we can catch, which is going to be a Crocodile, and I am a-okay with that. And as for Alligator, if something did happen to our water type, which would be our starter Lapras, who, can we just give a big round of applause to Lapras here for making it this far through the series? I mean, how many people can say that their starter is still with them in a Nuzlocke? Usually the starters are like the first to go. For me, especially. I'm so nervous that I'm going to lose my starter in every episode. It just puts me on edge, and then I get even more nervous, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't be getting so nervous because I'm not going to lose my Lapras. I can't. And I haven't. And I've been very, very surprised at how great Lapras is doing. It is a valued member of our team, and I'm so happy that it was my starter. You wouldn't know that from the team right now, but yeah, it is my starter, and I'm happy to have it on the team with me. So we're going to put Pidgey, our first death, unfortunately, in the very first episode, or very second episode, whichever one it was, back into the death box, and we're going to put Dugong back into the box, because we don't need Waterfall, or we don't need Surf and Dive anymore. Here is our Crocodile. It is a bashful nature, I believe is what that said. Yeah. Torrent, which is the basic ability that they all come with, nothing special there. I believe the only water type move it knows is Water Gun, but if something does happen, then I probably will be training up that Crocodile. Hopefully we'll still have Lapras, so nothing will happen. And the first Pokemon in here, though, that we can catch, which would be our Victory Road encounter, is going to be a Shuppet. I was actually a little disappointed that we got a Shuppet, because there's so many different things that could be in here at such a high level. I kind of expected to have something a little better, but you know what? I'll catch it anyway. Why not? We could use it and do something with it. Who knows? But we are going to, I believe, take on Wally, and then after we take on Wally, we will end the episode off, because I realized that you actually need like Flash and Rock Smash and all that crap to get through this Victory Road. So I actually had to go back and try and find someone who could learn Flash and put them in my team and take out some of the good guys on my team just for a little bit so we could get through Victory Road. So first we're going to take on Wally, though. This would be, what, like our second time battling Wally, I believe? the thing about it is you don't really get to battle Wally too much in the game, so it's really interesting when you actually do get to battle him because it's like the only time. So this is the final battle that we're going to have with Wally. It's going to be a 5-on-6 battle. I believe he only has 5 Pokemon, but they're pretty high leveled. He starts out with a Crobat. Pretty cool, I got a Crobat myself. I decided though, we're probably not going to have any time to read the article in this episode, because once we defeat Wally, we will be finished. But in the next episode, we'll be going through Victory Road, so I'll definitely read through the article then. That way we can get through Victory Road, and we should be pretty much to the Pokemon League by then. I don't know when I'm doing my grinding montage, and I am going to do it a little bit different than a lot of people probably would have, but I'm going to have to do a whole lot of grinding, so probably not going to put the whole grinding montage in. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet, but you guys will find that out later once we get through Victory Road, and then I'll show you the grinding montage, and we will then take on the Elite Four, and we'll probably be pretty much done with the series after that. So I decided I'm not doing after game, just because I don't actually know what the after game is. I feel like you guys can play the after game in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on your own if you have it, and that will be your after game. You can play it. I would rather not, because I've never done it before, and I've never actually beat the Elite Four myself either, so why not just go ahead and leave it at the end credits like it's supposed to be. And you guys know this is a Nuzlocke speedrun, randomizer, blah blah blah, all that stuff, so it's not necessarily a Let's Play walkthrough, so I don't have to do the after game if I don't want to. So we defeated Wally, unfortunately, got nothing for that, but that's going to do it for this episode, you guys. In the next episode, we will be making our way through Victory Road, and then after Victory Road, we'll be taking on the Elite Four. So if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to watch more of my Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, or any of my other Let's Plays, and comments are always appreciated, so you can leave them down below. I will see you in the next episode of our Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke speedrun.